Welcome to the supposedly biggest rock in the world. There are heaps of hiking trails and places to explore, and unlike Uluru, you can actually walk all the way up to the top. Get ready for amazing views and cloudy sunsets! Let's go! After spending half of the day on the laptop in the heat, we're finally doing a walk, and actually I'm excited today.
That's new. The Gorgila Trail is a good warm-up for the summit trail. It's a steep, rocky trail to a beautiful lookout with views to the north over the Lions River.
The start was pretty easy, and now it's getting a lot steeper, and we're making some, I don't know. Check out the view. Can you see the Mog? There. Looks like we're at the top, Patrick.
Yep, here it is, on the trail. Alright, so as you can see, we got very unlucky with the sunset. It's super cloudy and yeah, well, it is what it is, but we did capture a really cool sunset off in the distance. It's turning all the colors, like all the clouds, like pink. Take a picture. I think the picture will show this better than the video.
Let's go on the summit trail. Alright, the longest hike out here, 12.5 kilometers for the summit trail, and it's open May to August, and in the warmer month it's closed after 7 AM, so you really have to start early, and it's even closed during summer. It's really long. Can't wait! And
So Burringurrah, the Aboriginal name for Mount Augustus, is the story behind it comes from Aboriginal storytelling. And Burringurrah was a boy who was going through his initiation into manhood, and the whole process stressed him very much, so he decided to run away. And that's breaking traditional law, so the tribesmen went, hunted him down, and speared him through his right leg as punishment. So when he fell to the ground, the spearhead broke off the shaft. And as he was laying on the ground, the tribesmen hit him with mulgra, which are fighting sticks. And Burringurrah died on the spot there, and it's said that the shape of this mountain, Burringurrah, looks like the dead boy laying in the desert with his left leg protruding, like facing upwards, and you can see the spearhead still stuck in his leg. So when you approach Mount Augustus or Burringurrah from the south, that's pretty much what you'll see.
And this entire area is the traditional land of the Wajarri people. So you can see that on all the signs as well, with all the information. Pretty cool, Patrick.
Yeah, it's really so nice out here.
It's getting pretty steep and tiring.
The rocks here at Mount Augustus are actually part of an ancient sedimentary river system that deposited all this red, like sandstone here. That was then covered by an ocean. So the river system deposited this silt and sand 1.7 billion years ago. And then after about 1.6 billion, from 1.6 billion to 1 billion years ago, this was all a shallow sea, which compressed the rock into the sandstone you see now. And all of that is underneath on a granite metamorphic layer, which 900 million years ago was thrust upwards by compression in the plates, forming what's called an asymmetrical anticline. So, despite popular opinion, Mount Augustus, or Burringurrah, is not a monolith. It's an asymmetrical anticline, or monocline. So it's not the same as Uluru, even though it does hold the unofficial record for the biggest rock in the world, because it's over twice the size of Uluru. It's 9 kilometers long and 5 kilometers wide, and rises 750 meters above surrounding areas.
And that's why he forces me to hike up. Alright, we made it up onto the first level. It's on the inside of the rock, and suddenly it got super windy, and now we're walking straight and kind of like downhill again, so that the last part will probably be steep again. Yep. Also, he gets to carry all the water, the drone, snakebite kit. I'm carrying the GoPro. Alright, so it's super windy. I just signed the book, and if you get here, try to find it and tag us. Quite a lot of people come up here, so you might have to go on a bit of a search in the book. We can tell you it's August.
Yep.
Good luck!
Even though it's so windy up here, it is still an amazing view. It's kind of sad we can't fly the drone because, yeah, I think we'd probably just lose it. And we already lost the drone, so not going to happen. It's really cool. You can see mountains off in the distance over there. You can see Pilbara, mountain range of the Pilbara, beginning to take shape just over the horizon on the back there. So yeah, this is a magical spot. I reckon if we ever come back here, Yele, we're gonna spend probably like 2 or 3 weeks just exploring this region. Anyway.
Oh, you don't understand what you're saying because it's so windy.
Yeah, thanks, Yele.
He almost took off up there from the wind. Can you believe it? The sun's out. Tiny bit. We hope you'll get luckier than us when visiting this region. We tried to capture the rock glowing red at sunset for the 3 nights we were here, but the weather had other plans.
After a big hike and another cloudy sunset, of course, we were motivated to do the 50-kilometer loop drive around Burringurrah and check out all of the interesting sights along the way. Alright everyone, so as you can see, it isn't behind me or in front of me. She has a bit of a swollen knee, so I forbade her to come along. She really wanted to, but it's not worth it. It's just another lookout, and it's another 6K, you know, uphill and stuff. So after the summit hike yesterday, I think the knee was just a bit swollen, so we'll give her a rest. I'll do this one on my own. Means I have to carry a bit less water, which is nice. I am at the Edney's Spring, which leads to I think the Edney's Lookout. It's a 6K hike up to a lookout. It's not as bad as the summit trail, but it's apparently a class 5, so I'll check it out, see how it looks.
So Patrick has just gone on another 6-kilometer hike. I couldn't join him because my knee's playing up, and probably not many of you know, but I used to play professional volleyball and I already had 4 knee surgeries and I broke my ACL twice, so I'm a bit cautious. I'm happy I can do everything after the long way of recovery, and I can still do long hikes, I can still do a lot of sports, but when there are signs, when it's a bit swollen or hurts, then I just take a break and rest, and I don't overdo it because we're gonna do a lot of other hikes in Karajini next. So yeah, Patrick's on his own. He took the UHF with him just in case. Snakebite kit, lots of water, snacks. So yeah, he should be fine and should be back in hopefully 3 hours. And I forgot to mention, he's got the GoPro, so all the filming of this hike will be on Patrick, so I hope he's doing a good job for you guys.
Sure is easier when you have 2 people doing this. About 2/3 of the way up.
Awesome.
You wouldn't have liked this hike. A lot of uphill and not much to see.
Well, I'm glad I stayed down here then.
I hope you're at least doing some kind of work.
Always. Alright, let me know when you get to the top. So Patrick took the handheld UHF just as a safety precaution because he's by himself. No one else is hiking up at the moment. And yeah, the UHF is turned on in here so we can communicate. And it's just a 2-watt one, so we weren't sure if it's gonna be able to reach the truck, but apparently it does. So hopefully it still does when he's at the top. Wie steht's oben?
Oben kannst du mich sehen, guck mal hoch auf diesen Fels da.
Okay, warte kurz. Ich muss kurz das UHF weglegen. So he said I might be able to see him up on top of the rock.
Alright, so at this little peak here, got some awesome views of the main peak of Mount Augustus here in the background. And even from here you've got some wonderful views across the whole landscape. Not as good as from all the way up from the top, but still amazing. And even though the sign says class 5, I reckon most of this walk is more of a class 4. Maybe this last part here, the last like 20 meters, classifies as a class 5, but other than that, I'd say class 4 designation would have been fine for this hike. So if you're not confident doing the whole 12 Ks up to the top, this is only 250 meters of elevation change compared to 650 for the main peak. So yeah, if you're not too confident, do this one. You still get some awesome views. You don't see the other side of the mountain, but hey, that's all right. There's other walks you can do for that as well.
So Patrick just told me he's almost back, but there's a 500-meter return walk just at the start where you can see some engravings, Aboriginal art. So that's where we're gonna meet. So I'm now walking towards it. Shouldn't be very steep, so I'll be fine.
When I'm with you, there's no reason for wine. I'm intoxicated by your side. Nothing in the world's gonna beat this high. I've been searching for all of my life. When I'm with you, it's funny to think we should know.
To finish off the day, we hiked up the Kotka Gorge Trail, which is close to the caravan park. We've heard so many good things about this place that we decided to stay there for one night. Yeah, let's toughen it out for the second hike.
It's a great one. Not rocky at all.
Yeah, it's good for your knee.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow you'll have a nice day of sitting in the truck.
Getting shaken around.
Yeah. What do you think, Elle?
It was pretty rocky, but it's a good view if you climb up on the rocks.
Yeah. Gorge looks spectacular from here.
And the view is not too bad either. So this is the end of the trail. And then we just climbed up these rocks.
Alright, so just taking a little further stroll into the gorge. And left Yetta down there. Because her knee. Don't want to overdo it. Know your limits when you do this stuff. Yeah, I've taken a walk up here. Other than the ants that constantly attack you, it is wonderful. Check this out. This is insane. Alright, this spot is by far my favorite part of this gorge. If this was wet, you'd probably have a big problem here. But It would probably also be a super cool slip and slide. And I'm almost back. See where Yele is, what she's doing, eh? Yele, what do you think? Can you hear me? Check this out. Yele's been real busy.
It's comfortable, Patrick.
Yeah? You want to sleep here tonight?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What are you doing? The view of the rock here is amazing. It's insane. But sadly the weather's not great. So it's been cloudy ever since we got here. So unlucky. The view's not bad.
Yeah.
Of the rock. This morning we did heaps of baking, 2 loaves of sourdough bread, chocolate banana bread, sourdough bread, and cinnamon scrolls because we were plugged in last night. And today we're gonna head towards Tom Price, and we've already heard the first stretch is fine, then there's 90 kilometers of horrific corrugations, ditches, washouts, and then the last bit should be fine again. So we probably won't make it all the way today, so we'll camp along the way, but then tomorrow we'll head to Carigini. It's our second time there. We can't wait. This time we said we're gonna take more than 2 days because last year we were a bit in a hurry. So yeah, we can't wait to explore it properly this time and take you guys with us. And once again, we're taking the back roads and we're blown away by the scenery and the washouts.